Once again, CORI Steel Cutter just absolutely steel core cutting through everything here. Beating him down. And there you go. Done. Easy. No problems. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we are getting steel core. Steel jacketed core, isn't that a bullet? Basically what this is going to be the Izzet Prowess Spell Slingers. I love Izzet Prowess Spell Slingers. One of my least played but most enjoyed deck. And tonight we have the CORI Steel Core Cutter. Probably one of the more vicious versions of this because it uses blue to refresh all of the cards in your hand and to just steadily keep the bullets going in and the pain going out. So we really like this one. The CORI Steel Cutter. So useful to use. This is going to be the Izzet Aggro version of the CORI Steel Cutter. We already did a Boros, but this one is actually really fun to use. So before we get down to this one, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously attack you and maul you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all that live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places are fantastic. To watch me live, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when we go live or anything new happens. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. Actually, this one comes to us via Discord by Mr. Gobbler. Gobbler showed us this one. I've made it my own version, but he was like, bro, you gotta try Izzet with the CORI Steel Cutter. It's so good. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I built are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So you want a copy of this one, go right there. So couple of new cards, but pretty traditional. I mean, frankly, the Izzet Aggro, this shores up a big problem that Izzet Aggro had, which is not enough cards, that you'd run out of gas. If you're just going mono red, you say, Jay, what's the difference between this mono red? The fact that we can get cards out of where we need to get them is actually super, super useful in keeping the steady flow in here. So it's really good anti-meta because it doesn't require a huge board presence. It just kind of requires that you keep constant pressure on your opponent. So the blue is going to refill your hand. We're going to go with Opt, which is scry and draw a card as an instant. But I also want to do Unending Whisper, which is a new one, which is a sorcery to draw a card. You can harmonize it and play it later. Good for an emergency play later on. That's new from the Temur clan right there. You're saying it's obviously not as good as Opt. However, I like the fact that in a pinch I can play that. I can replay that from the battlefield later on. That is useful. If you're playing aggro decks, especially like aggro combo decks, and you get to the point where you're just drawing mana, you need that extra card to really get a finisher. It is useful to be able to play that from the graveyard. Now, I want to talk about a couple other different card draws that you can do. I also like Winter Night Stories. I had this in a version a little while ago. I was able to get more and more cards because you draw 3, then you discard 2. It's basically very similar to Stock Up. So Stock Up is another 3 card right there. That's, you know, somebody's buying a bunch of snacks for the race here. You look at the top 5 cards, put 2 of your hand, put 2 of them, and the rest in your bottom of your library. Very, very similar is Winter Night Stories. Draw 3, then discard then discard 2 unless you discard a creature card instead. Very similar, but also it has the harmonize ability, which is, of course, play it from your graveyard. Again, one of the main things we're trying to do here is make up for the big difference, make up for the lack of energy that we run in mono red. We just run out of gas. So you're talking about turn 5, you may have played this on turn 3. Turn 5, you need more cards. Drawing 3 and then discarding a creature can get you the things that you might need to finish your opponent. They might get you exactly what you need to lock out to get that last little piece in. So again, the blue draw is really going to help shore up the weaknesses. Storm Chaser's talent, you know it's going to be a class with a blue otter and a blue and red otter that is going to have prowess. Then, of course, for 1 blue and 3, you get to pull something back from your graveyard, which has won me multiple games by pulling back Bolt Wave. Very, very useful right there. So starting with the Prowess and the Izzet right there, very, very good. We're not bouncing this unlike everyone else we know. And then, of course, whenever you cast a spell, you get more otters. Usually never use level 3, only usually use level 1 and 2. Bolt Wave. I know there's an argument against Bolt Wave. I know that a lot of people say we don't do Bolt Wave, don't go for it because it's not as good. I have been saved by it so many times. I've finished off so many of my opponents. You don't know how many times opponent is hanging in by 3, 2, or 1, and we just need the finisher right there. So a sorcery spell that will obviously trigger Prowess and do damage directly is fantastic. Burst Lightning is great. I do like this. Again, another one that I finished off a lot of opponents with. 1 red, 2 damage to any player on the board is going to be great, especially to our opponent. And again, late game finisher, if they have 4 life less and you have 5 mana, you can just go right to face for 4, and that'll finish him off. Monstrous Rage, arguably a card that should be banned. I will even tell you, as I use this card, I will tell you that this card probably is too OP for current meta. It just gives you too much advantage as it goes. 1 red, target creature you get +2 and creates a monster roll, which of course is +1/+1 trample. So for 1 red, you trigger Prowess, get +2, and monster roll attached to it. +3/+1 trample for 1 red instant. It's monstrously good. I mean, no pun intended right there. You know what it is. So now for the classic, so now to set up our creatures that we're actually going to be doing on these things. And these are kind of the interesting part because we do need to get a couple of creatures down. That is our main way of getting our damage across right here. Here it is, guys. The reason for the season, CORI Steelcutter. 1 red, 1 and 1. Equipped creature gets +1 and has trample and haste. Ridiculous. Okay? You are never going to need to equip anybody with this because it makes its own monks to equip. Flurry. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a monk, create a 1/1 white monk creature token with Prowess. You may attach the equipment to it. So if you have cast 2 spells, meaning you have cast CORI Steelcutter and then another spell or anything else or other 2 spells, you can immediately attach this. If it's already attached to a monk, it leaves that monk and goes to another one. This is a self-token generating pump spell. It is ridiculously powerful. I'm sure you've heard about it already, but this is the version that I'm running that absolutely is my day-to-day ranker. If I want to gain rank, I run this. Again, turn 3, you put this down and then play one of your other spells, Bolt Wave or anything like that, or Opt or whatever. On turn 3, you're doing it. Every other turn, you should be activating this. That's why we have a lot of cheap spells. Every other turn, you should be making a new creature and activating it. And what's so useful about this in meta is that the creatures they kill, it's hard to get rid of CORI Steelcutter. So as long as you're able, again, the flow of cards in your hand, as long as you're able to cast 2 spells a turn, you will be attacking with something every turn, with something that has Prowess, Trample, and Haste, which means that you are totally able to knock somebody out if you want to, just by keeping a steady flow of spells into your hand. Somebody will show up. As long as you keep casting spells, CORI Steel will be there to put damage down range, and that's the name of the game. Demonic Ruck has been coming in more and more handy lately, kind of seeing a resurgence. 1 red and 1 2-drop enchant creature, +1/+1 menace and trample. However, when it goes into the graveyard, you draw a card. Card draw is a big part of this, obviously, as we know, and you can plot it for 1 red. I really like to do this, especially when you want to get that second spell off for CORI Steelcutter. You wait in the wings, in Rakdos' wings, ironically, to make sure that you can hit that spell off and combo out as best as you can, so you always have that second spell ready. Emberheart Challenger, you know, guys, I'm not happy running it. You know, it's one of those mice things that I wish I could run something else, but man, even as a 2/2 Prowess, it's so good. It's so good, it's hard to justify running any of the other spells because the reason is whenever it becomes the target of a spell, you get the top of your library. Again, the flow of cards into your hand, I've said it once, I'll say it a million times, is going to be amazingly powerful at this. That is what you want to do. Any other Prowess that you want to run is never going to be as good. There's an argument to be made for Kenra Spell Spear, obviously, as a 2/2 Prowess and Trample. However, it's not haste. and it doesn't give you a card. Stormcatcher Mestor, Haste and Prowess, but it's not a 2/2. It makes cards cheaper, but it doesn't give you a card off the top. There are a lot of cards that come in, but really none of them are as good. None of them have the features of this crazy mouse. If you're hitting a lot of removal, I would say Dwarven Forge Challenger. Not even Monastery Swiftspear is as good as Emberheart Challenger, which is just so good. Access to a spell off the top of your deck. Haste and Prowess is just too powerful to ignore, so that's why we're going to be running that one. The next one, obviously, we're going to need the Slick Shot Show Off. Again, plot becoming a big part of this general meta, as it were. So this is a 2/2, 1/2 flying haste that has super prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +2. Fantastic. Any of these plot spells are great for getting your second spell off and obviously activating CORI Steel Cutter, which is the main goal of this right here. So again, aggro, haste, damage downrange. We're trying to win as quick as possible. We're trying to knock them out ASAP. Slick Shot is going to be our finisher. Pretty, you would say pretty kind of, oh, well, it's just an Izzet Prowess. The slow trickle of new cards, and especially CORI Steel, is going to be incredibly good. And we have some other options on this as well to just really increase the prowess damage as we go down. So Slick Shot's going to be our other finisher there, just to do a crazy amount of damage. Again, stock up is going to be great too. Look at the top 5 cards, put 2 of them in your hand, the rest of them bottom of your library. Good. If you want to go in a little different route, I'm not mad at Winter Night Stories too. It's a little bit more expensive, generally speaking, but it will give you that harmonizability. And again, playing stuff from your graveyard, being able to recycle a lot of these cards as we go, really deals with the main flaw of a lot of these prowess aggro decks, is that they gas out. If people are playing too many counter spells or too much removal, you run out of options. Being able to refill your hand at your earliest convenience, or constantly get these new flow of cards in, or replay stuff from the graveyard, is going to be your ace in the hole to really finish them off. So 9 Mountains, Restless Spire, I think one of those is fine. River Pyre, Shivan Reef, Spire Bluff Canal, and maybe 1 Thundering Falls for the heck of it as we go in right there. We talked about the sideboard a little bit, but overall, only 8 creatures: Bird, Mouse, Warrior, and Wizard. We have CORI Steel Cutter, which makes 1 each. We do want to make sure that we get at least 1 creature out that we can constantly aggro in with. That's going to be super effective, because a lot of times our second spell that we cast is going to be a pump that we play on a creature, and that is what's going to activate CORI Steel, and we're going real wide with it anyways. 10 instants, 8 sorceries, 4 artifacts, 4 enchantments, 22 altogether, 22 lands on a 1.5 average. Aggro, 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 heavy on the spells as you go. Remember that these creatures don't really, not super reflective of what we're doing, because CORI Steel is 4 that makes 1, and of course the Storm Chaser's Talent is 4 cards that make creatures. So technically we are coming in with 16 creature generation cards, not 16 creatures as it is. And again, the sideboard, I've got a lot of suggestions. You can do so many things with this, and which is kind of why I like it. It's so variable. Shore Up, great protection card. Roiling Dragonstorm, honestly, not bad. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2. We don't have any dragons to activate, but not bad. Taiga, Master Opportunist, he was in a version. I'm honestly not mad at you for running Taiga to finish it up right here. He gets the Flurry ability, which is the second spell. Your second spell, you copy it, then exile the spell you cast with 4 time counters. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. So you're going to get a bonus spell later on. All of your spells are going to come back in turn 4, which is really, really cool. If you put him down and then start casting him, you start casting Bolt Wave and Lightning Burst. You can cast them for free later on. Again, giving you that option in the late game to cast more stuff. Devoted Duelist is not bad for the haste and flurry right there, dealing damage, extra damage. Balmor, really good. If you're going wide with CORI Steel Cutter, Balmor will absolutely screw people up, because everyone gets, for every instant or sorcery you spell, you get +1 and trample across all of your creatures. So if you're really hitting wide, it's super powerful. Stock Up we talked about in Winter Night Stories. So that is what is going to be the Izzet Steel Core right there. Very, very effective. It was my #1 ranker right now, just to absolutely pound through the current meta. It's just the best way to go. Nothing's going to beat it in just terms of sheer power and speed. Here we go. Let's get into it. Steel Core Cutters. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. We keep getting fucking nut draws here. That's the other thing. I just hit right Rands and a running 3/3 lands deck. Yeah, that'll happen. There's one thing I know about Arena, it fucking loves lands. Earth Elemental, I already used that, by the way, SSA. I don't know if you're here from YouTube, but I already used that in my previous Boros Monks deck, and it worked quite well, in case you're new here and you want to check that out. Oh, that's going to fuck me up. We'll do this. Can't aggro out anymore. Boom. More nose clamps. Okay. Interland Sacrificer. Okay. Oh, there's voice. Okay, gotcha. Alright, we're gonna do this. Draw. Bop, 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 bop. Demonic Ruckus. Absolutely. We're gonna punch right through that. Boom. Brutal. Brutal. Absolutely monstrous. Alright, he's gonna get rid of that. Boom. Boom. Yep. Nice try. Game. Blouses. I'm glad other people are saying that now. Ooh, an Agatha Soul Cauldron and 40 Gemaroonis. Now I only need to go 1,000 to get the to get what I need to get. Doo-doo-doo. That's just the way it is. Okay, do that. We're not starting with Steel Core. Flashing in a fairy. Okay, I respect it. I respect it, bro. Fairy mastermind it. Oh, it'll work this time. Flashing in a fairy will work this time, bro. We don't need that. Boom. Draws the extra card, and it still gave me a mana. Fantastic. Love to see it. Steel core. That's what I call this. I might call this steel core. Oof. Is he gonna draw or is he gonna hit removal? My turn. Opt. Drop. Opt. Oh, he's got another guy. Another silly goose. We don't want these. Stop giving me mana. Oh my god, dude. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this right now? That's fucking insane, guys. That's fucking wild. Do you know how many mana it just tried to feed me? I would have had 2 more in my hand. I would have had a grand total of 8 mana off of 13 cards. Holy shit, guys. That's wild. That's fucking wild, dude. Okay, so he's got nothing else. Except maybe some flash. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what he has here. Alright, what other extra fucking land are we going to get here? Oh, fantastic. Momentum Breaker. Love that. Alright, let's draw another land here real quick. CORI Steel Cutter. Okay, great. Bolt Wave. That'll work. Surveil 1. Sure, I'll take that. Is he going to counterspell this? That's the real question. He's not going to counterspell it. That. Is he going to counterspell that? Fable Trick. Very nice. Very nice, okay. Yes, talent can get me something back. It would be able to pull me back Bolt Wave. I don't think he can do fucking... the thing is, he's got a rack of spells up there, so the question is, does it even work? He's got a full fucking rack right here, so who knows? Ninjutsu. Pop. Hopefully he casts some other shit too. Down to 6. Okay. Stun it. Hopefully leaves himself vulnerable here. If not, we lose the game. Because the game wanted to really flood very, very badly. It very badly wanted to flood. So, well, he's either got a fucking counterspell or he doesn't. You know? It's one or the other. He's got 3 mana open, 3 blue mana open, so let's find out. He's gonna gain 3 life. Doesn't matter. Alright. Nope, he didn't have it. Well, that sure was a weird game. That sure was a weird game, guys. Close one. Hype Train level 1. Welcome to the show, everybody. Alright, I'll keep that. Silent Snow, hey, how you doing, Silent Snow? 100 from Silent Snow. Shadows of Change, how you doing? Birthday buddies, Kermie, hi, what's up? Rubik's, how you doing? Scarecrows. Happy birthday! Otter. I would have loved, this would have been fun if we had 2 sets of this. I feel like we could have crammed 2 sets in there. Alright, let's try this. Is he gonna go in? Yeah, he's silly. He's gonna go in. So we're gonna drop that. We're gonna drop that. Push. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Valkyra. How you doing, Valkyra? Valkyra. Going in. Gonna hit me, it's gonna gain life, and I'm gonna lose off the back end. Scrying. Alright, I need to really get a good hit here. If he's got the resurrection card, we're pretty fucked too. Well, we're not that fucked. Choose 2. Right. Jay, would you play against a 250 crad deck in Standard I have today? Too many times to count. That sounds pretty rough, man. Dude, I know you love zombies. I got a card that I can't remember this fucking zombie deck. Oh, you talking about Sibsig? Hey, thank you for giving the gift. Only 15 seconds left on the hype train there, guys. Sorry, I was locked in on this play here. Oh. He did the dewdrop cure. Is he gonna swing out on me? Is he gonna be that silly? He is gonna be that silly. We're gonna lose 2 life. Try this. Trigger, 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 trigger. There we go. Easy. Easy. GG easy. WP. GG easy WP. There we go. Happy birthday to all the birthday involves. A lot of birthdays in here today. Big April birthday. Big up for Aries. Can we give it up for Aries up in the chat? I'm also an Aries. Nice. All right, good stuff. A braid or untimely malfunction? I think a braid probably is your main deck. I've heard a lot of talk about people main decking a braid to just deal with the problem. Yikes, bro. You're an asparagus? I'll keep it. Ops goes first. Whatever. Oof. Not good. We're facing our own thing here. We are Gemini for we're many. I know a few Geminis. I know one or two, I'd have to say. He's getting fucking a nut draw here. This is very bad. He's on this shit on the play. He's absolutely getting fucking nuts here. He's absolutely getting the nuts. If he's got the crazy pumps right here, I think he may just fucking knock us out. It is possible to turn 3 knockout people with this deck. He could just have a fling in his hand and kill us. I've done occasional grilled dinos. Yeah, he just fucking had the absolute fucking shankers here, guys. Absolute fucking shankers. We just never had it. We just never had it, guys. He was on the play and we had a fucking a slow hand. That's fun. Golgari Dinosaur sounds fun. Silverleaf. The dreaded enemy, Silverleaf. Red. Alright. Ops goes first, man. I'd love to go first one of these days, guys. I really would. I know I'm running an aggro deck, and it's always better if they go second. Ooh. My man fucking knocked it down. Iron Claw. I'm sorry, Incubus. This shit is good. Foundations has to edge it out. I'm sorry, I have to give the edge to Foundo. Foundo's was fucking absolutely monstrous. Let's try this. He's gonna try to bust it out, so we'll try whatever we can here. He's gonna play removal on something. Both of them? Okay. So we'll do Slick Shot Bolt Wave, I think. Hey, what's up, Bishy Hearts? How you doing? I'm not going to fall for that. I'm only going to fall for that if you come in with the knockout punch. If I could come in with the knockout punch, I'll hit you with it. But I'm not going to fucking let you get away with some little shit. Now you got to ask yourself, do you feel lucky? Nah, see that? You got him scared now. Do you know what a scared mono red player is? A dead mono red player. I believe this should be enough to punch through. Yes, there we go. Yeah, he fucked it up, as I knew he would. Like I said, man. Do you know what a scared mono red player is? You just saw what happens when you're scared and you play mono red. Tanuki will confirm that for you. You start getting fucking trigger shy when you're fucking mono red. This is a good opener. I go first. We'll open with that. Boom. Storm Chasers. So he's doing what he did. Opt. Probably trying to get me to play here into a counter spell. Let's try it. You know what? Let's do this. I don't want to lose that CORI steal. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's force their hand a little bit. There's the Spell Pierce. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Cool. Yeah. See? I had a feeling that he was holding up to try to counterspell me out here. He probably still is. So let's... He probably still is. Let's try this to see if we get it hit again. He's probably still trying to fucking fuck that. We want him to play his cards. Very nice. He's gonna play removal or something like that. Knockback. Yep. There he goes. We want him to not have mana so we can get CORI still down. That's the goal here. But apparently he wants to play counterspells real bad. This isn't a mirror match. I'm not a chump. I'm not no fucking coward ass chump hiding behind counterspells and bounce. I put my shit on the board like a man. There we go. Now we're talking. Let's get him out of his hand, man. Now we're talking. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Fucking hiding ass motherfucker. I'll come find you, man. You keep all these motherfuckers trying to hide from me, man. Everybody now trying to hide from me. They ain't trying to get it. If you ain't ready to get it, don't put your fucking deck on the table, bro. Don't put your deck on the table, because I will fucking bring it. Everybody trying to fucking hide tonight, man. I don't like that. This is not a good opener. Better. Unending Whisper. We'll get rid of Unending as much as I want to keep that. As much as I want to keep that, Bolt Wave might be better. You know what? We'll go blue route. How about that? We'll go blue route. Not good. Not good. And we need a regular mana here in a second, otherwise we're going to be in trouble. Slick Shot. Lot. Lot again. Actually, you know what? We'll do this. AetherHub channel here. Going for there. No, not good, guys. We needed a burn right there. We needed a burn right there. We could overwhelm them, but we need more mana coming out the gate right now. Life gain is a big counter to mono red. Big counter to mono red. There's a land. Pyre Purge. Okay. I think he's gonna kill the shit out of me here. I don't think I have a chance. The pain lands did me in, and he came out too quick, and I didn't get his burns. Yeah, so that's gonna be 4, that's gonna be 5, that's gonna be 1. Well, we could block that. We'll go down to 9. Okay, Grand Portal. Unusable mana. I gotta get rid of that. Unfortunately, I gotta get rid of it. Yeah, there's no spell we can cast, really. We can do... Well, let's try this. No, there's no spell that we can cast that's safe. Izzet Prowess. Alright, so that would be a 2/2. That would be higher. Let's do that. We wouldn't get the spell off the top one. Thran, we gotta get Thran Portal. I don't know why I keep keeping that card in there. It was in the OG deck and I gotta get rid of it. No good. Doesn't do us any good. Unnecessary. There's never a situation where we're really fucked on mana. Really unnecessary card. Especially for what we have. It's been doing damage to me, and it's not been, honestly, Spire buff would be better. Stock up. Bolt Wave. Bolt Wave is good. See what else we got. Agent of Cotus. Harmonize unnecessary, really, in this deck. Earth Elemental, yeah, that is a good one. I have used it before. I have used it already. 21. River Pyre. Oh, man, we got the last River Pyre. Alright, let's give it a shot. Yeah, I've used River. I've used that one a couple of times. Or are you saying you've got a deck so thick that I can't handle it? Is that what you're saying? You're saying your deck is so thick and terrible that you can handle it? This is a crazy hand to keep, but we're going to see where it goes. Yeah, that would be the color of, blue. I don't use blue very much. He's gonna try to kill it. Nothing? He's just doing nothing. Wonderful. This. Kill that too. Really wants to. Really wants to. Boom. Okay. We'll draw 2 cards when he kills this. Boom. Alright, fantastic. Land and land. Wow. Okay. Great stuff, Arena. Really happy about that. Really good. Dimir Control. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Oh, I thought you were saying, was I running Dimir Control? I was very upset by that. Alright, let's do this. He may be running a counterspell here, so let's see what happens. We're getting nothing but fucking trash here. No, he's doing Sultai. No fun. There's that. Yep. We are drawing probably the worst that we've drawn all night. We are drawing absolute fucking... We drew off of the first 17 cards. We drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So, should pretty much tell you everything you need to know right here. We've drawn 50% mana off the rip, off the jump. CORI Steel Cutter. Okay. Yeah. This. We got fucking nothing here, man. It would give him trample and make him a 4/4 trample. Yeah, we got fucking nothing here, dude. Got absolutely fucking nothing. Look at it. Look at this fucking mana situation, bros. It's terrible. Fucking abysmal. That's a fucking spell. Jesus. Probably gonna counterspell it. Oh my god, dude. Seriously. There's CORI Steel's gonna go off. Any tips for getting more gold cards? Like, should we be playing drafts? There's an econ deck, my guy. There's an economy deck. There's an economy video. Please just watch the economy video for your convenience. He's going to play another removal on top of that, or another counterspell, which is fine, because we just need to pull cards out of his hand. Hey, what's up, Cosmic? Sephora, how you doing? Tempest, what's up? Fantastic. Play Helion or dead. Destroy target non-land permanent. He'll destroy the CORI Steel, probably. That's the smart move. Don't destroy the creature, destroy the CORI Steel. That's the smart move. Another land for Jay. Fantastic. Love to see that. What that shit? Put this down. This down on you. Okay. Grab. Lay that down. We'll take the 3 damage. What's he gonna do here? A lot of fucking removal. Got the cover up. Get to draw a card. If we get some sort of burn or a bolt wave, we're good to go. What did he take? CORI Steel? It's the wrong one. Chasers. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we do this. We'll take that. Thank you very much. And then we say... There we go. Simple as. Simple as, ladies and gents. We're going to go one more, then we're going to switch it up. ADHD Donuts, how you doing? Tempest, did I say hello? Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. Black and blue spells. Okay, so yeah, we can get there. We can get there. It's not going to be easy, but we can get there. We'll start with the Spire Bluff. We'll put down 1 for right now, because if we get another one, we'll be good to go. Black. And beat Cavern fucking value. We need a mana here. The 3rd mana would be beautiful. Couldn't have done it better myself. Want that on top? Absolutely. Absolutely. Push in. Boom, boom. Now he could play double removal, which would suck, but I have a feeling he's only going to have single removal. He'll invest in single removal. Either way, we can hit him out next time. He's getting ready for a demon deck. So he's going to do it down Slasher. We don't really care about it. We're going to go so fucking wide and thick on him. So fucking thick and wide. Juicy. This. That. Now, he could just have the demon and kill me right here, but I'm gambling. Oh no, he has a lot. Okay, so he's fine. This is hard to do unless he has a board wipe, a 4-cost board wipe, which I don't think exists in black right now. I don't think he has enough individual. This is why CORI Steel Cutter is fucking busted, dude. Look at my board on turn 3. Like, what are you even supposed to do with that, man? You know? Don't want. Sure, no problem. Oh, it's fucking Joker. Come on. You're gonna hand feed me them. You know what I mean? You're gonna hand feed me the wins, and it's fucking. Yeah. Ridiculous. CORI still crazy good. I mean, it's aggro dream right there, Ben. It's go wide dream, and the fact that it replenishes itself is just so good. Solid deck, slightly modified from one that Gobbler gave us. Shout out to the Gobs. We did it. Yeah, I mean, just with a couple of new cards, we take Izzet Aggro to the next level. I think that you can modify this any way that you want. I think it is flexible enough to put all kinds of stuff in here, so had fun with it. But we're going to leave it right there for tonight.